Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pick suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Razorbacks offense is on the field for the first time today. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Wants to throw. It's Green. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Nevada's offense will have its first possession of the game. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Lewis to throw. Feeling some heat. He makes the connection. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the 1st down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here no matter where you are in the field. You can keep this drive going.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. On the return, it's Sategna. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Running back goes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Pulls it in. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Remember some of the years when the Hawks spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Green. He's going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Snagged in the middle. It's Haas. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Jackson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Razorbacks look to do some damage in the red zone. They keep attacking through the air. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Razorbacks trying to cash it in on first and goal. Looking to throw. Getting some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Fires to the end zone. Picked off. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Working that left side now. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into their rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
They're facing a 3rd down. Lewis wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
This Nevada offense really has it going. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Looking for space, it's Jackson. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
To throw, it's Green. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Now on 2nd and short. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
Now from inside the red zone. They're bringing heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time, you get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They think there's room to run to the right here. Smashes through the tackle. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Green. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayes. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute in those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Well, jet sweep pass. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
I'm not trying to catch the ball as a defensive back all the time. I'm just making sure you don't catch it. Great job getting the deflection, fight through the hands, make sure he can't put his hands together to try to catch that football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Lewis to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick setting up 4th down.
Nevada will be forced to punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you've got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. But you got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. And they did right there.
And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. To the air, it's Green. He finds his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense, next What's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. He'll just keep slinging it. Got his man in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. It's Green. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive with a pass. On target over the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Lewis wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Henry. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, it just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Back to throw, it's Green. Moving out of the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
So frustrating as a defense because you got the offense in third down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field if somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape, and then beyond all that, you can't even get a good hit on him because he slides to protect himself.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Fights off a defender. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
A 3rd and long coming up here. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Using his legs to buy some time. Picks up what he can and then slides.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops from and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Pocket starts to... He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He looks that one in nicely. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
This Nevada offense really has it going. They're getting this guy lathered up. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move, it's Mays. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Lewis to throw. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run play action. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. The completion well past the sticks. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th.
Unleashes one deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nevada. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Dropping back, it's Green. They've got the screen set up. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Offense facing 4th down.
The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. They want to just keep throwing it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Lewis wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. And the returner will be knocked down. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. They're working that left side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. You already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Lewis to throw. Coming after it. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
Makes the score. Nevada 17, Arkansas 13.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Give to the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. He's looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, God, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Armstrong. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Off play action. Looking down the middle. He makes the catch. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Jackson. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
At the 15-yard line. Brings up second down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Red pass, it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Green. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Henry. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He's going to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeout, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Lewis wants to pass. Got a man. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Fires to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. A strike downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Henry. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. This offense has a 2nd down play. Gets it out fast. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. They've got time here to take a shot or two, but they need to be smart. They're already in field goal range.
Throw is incomplete. It's 2nd down.
This crowd even louder now on 2nd down as they try to hold on. Hands it off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. It's good. Final minute of play, all locked up. Are we headed to overtime?
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense does not completely screw this thing up.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First down here for the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Green. He's got his man. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Haas. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. And it's right down the boulevard. And now they take the lead. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Henry. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Lewis to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They've got a little work in front of them here on 3rd down if they want to keep this drive alive and try to win it with a touchdown. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Caught. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
They're going to throw it again. He's got it. He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. And in this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.